SoFlo H2O is back September 15th at 4:30 p.m.
Well, right now at 10 o'clock, breaking overnight, a shooting investigation underway after police say a man was shot and killed in Sunrise. We're live on this scene with details.
SWAT surrounding a South Beach high-rise after reports of a man with a rifle on a balcony. We have reaction from residents.
And yet another heat advisory for South Florida as those heat index values could get up to 110. I'm certified meteorologist Jordan Patrick, and we'll talk about what you can expect for the Dolphins game tomorrow. Coming up.
Former President Donald Trump in court getting good news from a judge, but bad news from a former vice president. Plus, Vice President Kamala Harris scoring a really big endorsement here. We have the latest on the race for the White House.
And Boeing's troubled Starliner space capsule returning to Earth overnight, but without its crew due to safety concerns.
The one and only Local 10 News starts right now.
All right, we're rounding out the morning here on Local 10 News. Good morning, South Florida. I'm Andrew Perez.
And I'm Alexis Frazier. Thank you for waking up with us because it's Sunday. I think a lot of people are up. It's Saturday. I'm ready for Sunday.
Don't
he mentioned the
forward.
Dolphins game, so it kind of threw me off. But it's okay.
Start of the weekend. Don't move us forward.
You're right, because today it's about UM and FAMU. Remember I taught you how to do this?
Today's about relaxing, all right?
Oh,
Let's get a check on the
you can tell
forecast.
someone's not in the
Jordan
football spirit.
Patrick is going to tell us exactly how hot it's going to be out.
I think Alexis needs a nap.
Because I said it's Sunday.
Until Sunday. All right, South Florida, we have another heat advisory in effect for all of South Florida, at least until 6 p.m. this evening. However, I think they're going to extend it into our Sunday as well, as the conditions will be very similar. Up to 110 is what we're expecting it to feel like later on this afternoon in some of our neighborhoods. The beach is looking oh so inviting this morning because of all of that sunshine, but it is hot out there. And you'll notice that onshore breeze is going to make it feel even hotter. Already mid and upper 80s across the board, and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. Factor in humidity coming in off of that onshore breeze. It already feels like 100 degrees in a lot of our neighborhoods. Pembroke Pines, Miami, Kendall, Marathon, Key West, already at 100 or higher. So we're already near that heat advisory criteria, and we're only going to continue to get hotter from here. As you'll notice on our satellite radar composite, mostly dry and mostly sunny conditions. Those coastal showers that we were watching, by and large, have dissipated. Just one tiny little shower over Westview at this point, just to the west of 95 and 135th Street, and that's basically it. High temperatures this afternoon expected in the low 90s, but with that heat advisory in effect, we'll get those heat index values up to 110, and we'll see some sea breeze storms developing early afternoon, and then they'll push towards the west coast, so the second half of the afternoon should be mainly dry. Now into the tropics we go. There are two areas that we're watching. You would think in prime hurricane season, the peak is just a couple days away. We'd be a little bit busier than this, but fortunately not the case. One area has a low chance of development over into the central Atlantic. We're not worried about that. For us, we're going to be watching this area of low pressure in the southern Gulf of Mexico. Has a 60% chance of development. Fortunately, though, even if it does develop, it would be pushing into Mexico. Would not be a concern for us here in South Florida. Guys.
All right, Jordan, let's get to this breaking news from overnight. A shooting investigation is underway in Sunrise. This is where police say a man was shot and killed at Goldfinger Lounge.
Local 10 Syra Onwer, she's been there all morning long, joining us now live with new details. Syra.
Okay, Syra, it seems like we're having some technical difficulties. We definitely need to get to this story. We will get back to you in just a few moments. But until we get that mic situation situated, we're going to get to this story. Some SWAT officers surrounding a South Beach condo building following reports of a man pointing a rifle from his balcony.
So police are saying the man was taken into custody. Local 10's Leah Morejon is in Miami Beach with those details.
Well, things along this stretch of West Avenue are now back to normal this morning, but it wasn't like that more than 12 hours ago when police swarmed this area. They responded to calls about a man with a rifle on one of the balconies, and in the end, one person was taken into custody.